In this video, we are going to take a look at a doubly linked list. We have seen that in a singly linked list, the node structure definition is that it contains some data. Suppose we are storing an integer data and a pointer to the next node, which will be a node pointer kind of thing, and let's call it next. So these are the two components which are contained in a singly linked list. In a doubly linked list, there will also be a pointer to a previous node. So again, it would be a struct node pointer kind of a variable, and let us call it previous. So these are the three components in a doubly linked list. So we have the data part, we have a pointer to the next node. So if the next node is at address 150, 150 will be stored over here, and a pointer to the previous node. As N1 is the first node in the linked list and there is no node earlier than this, so the previous pointer would be null. As we can see, node 3 is the last node and it will not be pointing to any other node, so the next pointer for this would be null. What will be the space that will be required by each node of the doubly linked list? So if this is the definition of the node right now, then 4 bytes would be required by the previous node pointer. And if we are storing integer data, so 4 bytes by this integer data and 4 bytes for the next node pointer. So 12 bytes. As we see, node 1 has been allocated space at memory address 100. And we have seen this earlier in earlier videos that all these nodes will be allocated space in the heap through dynamic memory allocation. In C, you can use the malloc command for this. So if the first node is at address 100 and 12 bytes are required, so these will be the 12 bytes that will be allocated to this node. First 4 bytes will contain the pointer to the previous node, which in this case is null, and so the binary value of all of these would be put in. The next 4 bytes will have the data and the next 4 bytes will have the pointer to the next node, this as well as these 2 bytes over here. So this would contain the binary for 150 since the next node is at address 150. Again, at address 150, we will have space allocated to the second node. So the first 4 bytes would be containing the address of the previous node. So it would be storing 100 in binary. The next 4 bytes would contain 25 in binary, and the next 4 bytes would be containing the address of the next node, which is 130, again in binary. So this is how space will be allocated to the nodes in a doubly linked list. The advantage of having a doubly linked list is that we can traverse or manipulate elements in both the directions. So in singly linked list, since we had only this next pointer, we could go only in the forward direction. But in a doubly linked list, since we have the address of the previous node as well, if we want, we can go in the backward direction also to access the elements of the previous nodes. The disadvantage is that since it is storing more number of pointers, it requires more bytes. So there is a need for more space per node.